I'm just looking at a picture of us on YouTube. My top is strobing because I've got very thin lines. Your top, however, isn't strobing. I can clearly see Darren Bent, the Arsenal fan, in a Manchester United shirt live on YouTube.
Oh, there's another one, VAR, brilliant.
Shall we go to the phone lines to talk about Man United Arsenal? I think we should. 03717222344. By the way, in case you're wondering what was the score, it was 3-1 to Manchester United.
3-1 to the ref.
Chris joins us now.
3-1 to Stockley Park.
Hello.
Why don't you zoom in my face on the thing?
Hello, Chris. How are you?
Afternoon, guys. How's it going?
I'm fantastic.
Not great.
Fantastic. Thanks, Chris. Are you all right?
Benny, you sound absolutely rattled at 4:20.
Honestly, do you know what? It's not like me, Chris Eva. Usually I keep my composure, but do you know what it is? It's not so much they beat Manchester United. It's having to do with Goldstein on a Monday morning. So happy when he's predicted that they'd score 3. That's the tough part.
Yeah, I said 3-1 to be honest. So yeah,
you got it right. Chris was right.
So you'd have lost to me and Chris.
Yeah. I'd rather lose to Chris than you.
I know you would. Go on then, Chris. Talk to me about United.
People think that just because you've got more possession that you are the better team. Being off the ball work is just as important as on the ball work, and I think that United were in control. Jesus was amazing when he came back, but when he was on that last line of defence and the back four, I just don't think he was effective. It never looked like scoring, to be honest.
What do you think, Andy? Go on.
It's your
fellow United fan.
Chris, he's so rattled, he just doesn't want to talk to anyone.
Now, do you know what, Chris? I thought Arsenal played well. I thought they controlled possession. You're right. They probably should have had more attempts on goal for the possession that they had. But again, you can't hide the fact about the decision in the first half. I know you're a United fan, so you probably think it was a foul. But I think even being an Arsenal fan, the way that they played and gone to Old Trafford, they didn't crumble. They kept going. They kept trying to play. But fair play to Ten Hag. He's onto something there. I like what he's done with the back four. He's had to make big decisions, leaving out big players. And to be fair, it was even a big decision to start Anthony as well. I mean, what did you make of that, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Anthony was amazing, but obviously he was there for the goal and positioning, which, you need to be there. But I think in terms of the VAR decision, I don't think it was a clear and obvious error by the referee. I think if he'd have given either way, if he'd have given it or not given the foul at the moment of the time, I think we could have gone with that. But I don't think it was a clear and obvious error.
Do you know what, Chris? I 100% agree with you. And that's my problem, is that it's almost like VAR, not just this game, but it's like they're looking for reasons in other games to disallow goals. Like, I get it by the letter of the law, the McAllister goal for Brighton, the smash. Come on, like, not one Brighton player or Leicester player appealed when he smashed it into the top corner.
Well, we took VAR in the middle section. This section, of course, we're talking about Manchester United.
Brilliant.
Beating Arsenal.
What time are we coming this section?
Will. Seb joins us. He's up next. Hello, Seb.
Hey there, Andy. How are you doing? You all right?
I am wonderful. Do you want to ask Darren the same question?
Yeah, how are you doing, Darren? I've just been listening and I've got quite a big smile on my face. I'm not going to lie.
No, listen, fair play. You listen, you guys have had your day. I'm happy for you. I'm delighted for you.
You look good in that shirt as well. I was going to say I was at the game yesterday and the atmosphere was unbelievable, honestly. It was so good. The thing that's impressed me really is to do with Ten Hag signings. He's just really signed some characters, personalities. The Sandro Martinez at the back, well, I mean, people are giving him some stick for his height, but my God, that man plays with his heart on his sleeve. And you got like Anthony yesterday as well. He looked really good. He was, I think he's going to be a nightmare once he gets some confidence. Sancho's coming back into it. It's just a good time after such a shoddy start.
What would you do with Casemiro? Would you leave him on the bench or would you start him over Scott McTominay?
You know what? It's a really hard question. McTominay is playing really, really well. And the thing is, what I really like now is we've got players like Eriksen, Casemiro, much more higher quality players. So people like McTominay and Fred, they have to up the game. Last season, it seemed like they were guaranteed to start. But now, the training, I imagine there's a higher level. So yeah, they're really up there, and it's great to see. And I'm not getting carried away, but
do you know what, Seb? You make a good point about Martinez, and I think that comes down to who he's playing alongside. Because if you look at the first couple of games of the season when you guys were struggling, he's next to Maguire, who's had no form last season. The moment he puts him next to Varane, it's almost like his form changed overnight. Because now them two as a pairing,
they look great.
They look great together.
Yeah, they do. They really do. By the way, what do you think is going to happen to Luke Shaw? Will he only get game time in smaller games? Or when Malaysia's not.
We're about to go through a hectic period, a crazy period. So I'd expect Luke Shaw to play maybe, again, some Europa League games where he should win, maybe when the League Cup starts, things like that. But Malaysia's is your number one right now.
He looks fantastic.
He looks like a young Evra. Patrice Evra, didn't he? Exact same. Young Evra.
Yeah.
But for Evra at the start, when he wasn't the Evra that we knew he turned into. But he actually reminds me of.
Okay. Louis up next. Hello, Louis. The Arsenal fan. Hi, Louis.
Hello, how are you boys? You alright?
Fantastic.
I probably feel like you, Louis.
Yeah, Darren, don't let him get into your head.
And I'm trying. I'm trying.
I've gotten to his top. That's the worst part.
Nah, the thing is, I'm a season ticket up at the Arsenal, and I was going to say the amount of positives I can take out of yesterday's game, because 9 times out of 10 I'd go to Old Trafford normally and think we could get turned over here. But I had confidence yesterday. I thought the VAR decision changed the game. Go 1-0 up just before half time. We're looking good. I thought, oh no, he's given it. And I thought Eriksen's just been lazy on the ball when he's been caught, and he's been rolling. He's rolled around.
What do you mean caught? What does that mean?
There was a little bit of contact.
Hold on, let Louis answer the question. What do you mean caught, Louis?
He got caught on the ball. He was slow. He didn't know what to do. And Odegaard's come in, used a bit of strength, got him off the ball, and we've gone and scored.
Pushed him, you mean?
No, we didn't push him.
He didn't push him. He gets more
Louis,
strength.
all I'll say is, I hear what you're saying, but all I'll say is, the fact United won 3-1 and not 1-0 leads me to believe it wasn't all about one decision.
No, but it is, because you talk about the first game in the game. The first goal in a massive game.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I understand that, but you can't base a whole 90 minutes on a moment early on in the game.
Of course you can.
Because
we would have settled better than you then.
I think you can.
Of course you can. The first game's massive in any, especially a game of that magnitude.
No, I know it is. But for you to
We might have won the 1-4-0.
I know, but for you to sit there and go, it's all about the VAR, that's wrong. It wasn't all about that.
No, but that's a large chunk.
That might have changed
It's a large chunk.
You were lucky it weren't 5-1 at the end.
You're lucky we didn't go 1-0 up. But Paul
there
Tierney,
was
weak refereeing. Forgot how to referee, he has.
You know that top, I don't know if you're aware of it, that top has got 3 holes in it. One at each arm and one where your head is, right?
Yeah.
That's nearly as many holes as in your midfield when your manager made all those changes.
Honestly.
So many holes. Embarrassing.
Just breathe us.
You all right?
Breathe us. Breathe.
Can I point out, this is not for radio, this is not for telly. This is how
Do you know
you're
what, though?
feeling.
People in the office started to, first of all, walked out of here, and Andy Jacobs started it because he said, that was a foul, that was. So that wound me up. Someone else in the office, the boss come over, he agreed with me.
Yeah. But he's not wearing that shirt, you are.
God, happy you are.
More of your calls in just a moment.
Just take a bit on this. Don't worry, actually, I don't care.
03717 22 33 44.